All right, all right, all right. We are live and we are back for another wonderful day of this Wealth and Wellness Extravaganza. I am super pumped. Super pumped. Because I don't think you guys even understand what you're about to get today. I wish I can show you better than I can tell you. That's the type of person I am. I can show you better than I can tell you. My girl Vanessa is about to be giving us some tips, some tricks. She is about to really be hooking us up, but on all things breath work and yoga. Okay. See, the thing about it is, when it comes to self care, a lot of us, we have our own versions of self care, but our bodies are so in tune with everything going on around us that really paying attention to what's going on within you is important. So I cannot wait for you guys to hear from my girl and get this good here information. So Vanessa, tell the people who you are.
Oh my goodness. Hello, Coach Jackie, and hello, audience. I'm so happy that you're here. And I am just incredibly honored to be here with Miss Coach Jackie. My name is Vanessa Jasper. I am a trauma-informed yoga teacher, as well as a transformational life coach who coaches women specifically around energetics, the energy part of it, as well as resetting the nervous system, because it's important how we feel from the on the inside really reflects on the outside. So I'm all about like that holistic perspective of wellness. And as a yoga teacher, I incorporate the yoga stuff too with my clients, right? The breath work, the meditation, the journaling, the affirmation, the mindset work, all of the things. So I am so happy to be here with all of you and can't wait to dive right in.
Yes. Okay, Vanessa. Yes. So, of course, the first thing that came up for me is the fact that you said trauma infused
Yeah.
yoga teacher. Can you go a little deeper on that? What does that mean?
Yes, a trauma-informed yoga teacher is just basically a way of learning how to teach yoga that is supportive for people experiencing trauma in their body. See, trauma oftentimes it doesn't show up, our trauma doesn't show up. We don't know. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that we don't know what people are going through when they show up on their yoga mat. It does not always show up on the outside. That's what I was trying to say, right? And so oftentimes the way that a yoga class is cued can be very actually do the opposite for a person experiencing trauma on their yoga mat. It can actually trigger them into fight or flight. So being a trauma aware just means that you're just trained to know how to cue and guide in a way that is supportive for anyone facing something like that on their mat. Yeah.
That's off the chain. You said fight or flight. So, when somebody has, say, trauma in their body, what's an example of a sense of trauma in their body and what could people be watching out for?
Yeah, so there's different ways that this can show up in the body. Oftentimes, it can be just as simple as mm, maybe. I'm sorry, could you repeat that question again?
No, of course, Vanessa. The trauma in their body, what is a way that the trauma in the body shows up for people? Like, what can we
Oh,
be paying attention to? Because, sometimes you don't even know you have trauma in your body.
that's true. Okay, love that. So a lot of times we disassociate. We disassociate from the body, right? Many times, if there's trauma present in the body, there's oftentimes the tendency to want to be all up in the ethers or be in our head or just not be present in our body. So a lot of times, what I'll see is students don't really want to feel any sensation in their body, right? Right, exactly, because that might feel triggering for them. So the point is to help people feel safe in their body, because truth of the matter is that that's the safest place that we can go is to the body, right? So trying to heal that our body's not the thing that turned on us, right? It's like that is where we're safe. And so just reframing that, working with that, calming the nervous system is a great way to do that. It's just balancing out the nervous system. I'm sure we'll talk about that some more.
Yeah, the balancing of the nervous system, because when I think of trauma in the body, we've all been through our own sense of things. You know,
Yes.
I've had knee surgery. And so I know certain positions, make me not feel safe. Right? I
Mm.
feel like my knee is gonna give out. I feel like I can't trust it. I
Right.
feel like all these things, and I know it goes back to the fact that, girl, you had that surgery at like 15, and I'm
Right.
sure you've dropped it
Yes.
like it's hot a couple times since then. So your knees are not failing you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
and so I
Hmm.
find myself nervous, and I know that a lot of us, because even like, I'm about to bring up a cat and it ain't got nothing to do with human bodies, but even with the cat in my house, my son's best friend, my son's cat, when you rub on the cat's belly, the cat itself freaks out because it had surgery. So the cat's like, ah, don't touch me there. So I feel like a lot of us have things like that we've experienced in our bodies. And so I love that. Do you recommend yoga to release these feelings? Because these feelings can technically stop you in your business, right? So do you
Hmm.
recommend yoga, breath work? Like, what can you recommend somebody to just release this kind of trauma that's holding them up in their body?
Yes. So, first of all, it's a process, right? Oftentimes, students are not just going to release, right? The first time they show up on their mat. So it's a matter of cultivating a safe space for my students as a yoga teacher to invite them to come, to get on their mat over and over and over again. And the thing is, the body's so intelligent, Coach Jackie, it won't actually release until it's ready to release. You know, it really won't, right? I know it's like mind blowing, right? So even if I might want that student to have a release on the mat, their body has to feel safe enough to do so. And it's got to be the right time. And our bodies are so intelligent that it knows sort of when that time is right. Do you know what I'm saying? And then given the right support and given the right tools of how to do that, then that can safely be done. But a lot of ways that we can release just stagnant energy in the body, and not necessarily, because trauma is just pent up. It's just a pent up experience that's left in the body, right? Right? That just needs to be felt, needs to be experienced, needs to be worked through. But oftentimes we want to just kind of roll over that trauma without actually feeling it, being with it, healing it, right? So we tend to just like push it away, push it down, and then it gets stuck in the body. And that can be how we show up in life, right? As you were saying, in business. That's why I'm all about the energetics, is because there are metaphysical reasons why we be a certain way in life, right? How we show up, how we think, how we act, how we talk all comes out in how our energy is on the inside. So once you know that you have some of these blockages, you can actively start to work on them through working with a healer, an energy worker, a yoga teacher, anyone that you trust that you feel like can really support you through that healing. I would recommend. Um, and then that's when you'll really start to be able to face the trauma. See, oftentimes it's almost better if we don't have the tools to address it, that it kind of stays kind of under the floorboard. Do you know what I'm saying? But eventually it's going to implode. Eventually it will implode, and eventually we will have to face that trauma. Yeah, just like it does for a lot of us. It did for me. And that's what brought me to where I am now.
I love that. And see, the thing about it is, it's true. So many of us have these traumas, and our body or our mind or whatever, we're trying to protect ourselves. Like, let's just keep it down. Like, don't tell nobody. It's almost like, don't tell your body that we're going through something. But your body's like, oh, girl, I already know we going through something. Okay.
That's
And
right.
before you know it, you're, like you said, in this explosion. Misha said, same as birth. Wow, I'm mind blown. Talking about, the trauma. It's same as birth, right?
Mm,
Your body
mhm.
it could be traumatic. It could be, I'm gonna tell you right
It
now,
can be.
Yes, I had an emergency C-section. I'm still traumatized, and my daughter's 9. Okay, still traumatized. I feel like my womb is still like, girl, okay, we done. Don't play with me no more. Like still traumatized. So I love the
Mm.
fact that you brought that up, Misha.
I felt that so much, Coach Jackie, as you were talking. I had like chills all over my body, because it's so true. Especially when we experience something traumatic in that area, then that tendency is to protect it, to you don't want anything to hurt it, and so we walk around protecting it.
Yes,
Mhm.
protecting it. And like you said, these things show up in your life. These things show up in your business. And so I absolutely love everything that you're talking about. Let's talk about breath work. Okay.
Mm.
What
Yes.
does breathing? Because everyone's like, I breathe, girl. What you mean breath work? You know what I mean? What does breathing really do? How can breathing and breath work really help an entrepreneur thrive?
Ooh, I love that question. Well, firstly, breath work is just, it's a great tool because it's always there. We always have access to our breath. But oftentimes, even though the breath breathes itself, when we are in states of stress, fight or flight, as I mentioned earlier, what can happen is we can hold the breath a bit more shallow. So we're not breathing deep into the belly. Typically, we're breathing into our chest. I used to be a chest breather, right? Like it's like more shallow just in the chest, not deep in the lungs. So the breath can show up a bit more shallow. We can hold it when we're in stressful situations. We literally can hold our breath, even though we're still breathing to a degree, obviously. It's not moving through the body freely and openly. And so the breath is a great tool to use anytime that you're feeling stressed during your workday, during all of these tasks that we have as a business entrepreneurial woman, right? There are so many things, so many hats that we're juggling throughout the day. And that is why I love breath work, because breathing consciously forces you to stop and notice how you're breathing. And it actually forces you to intentionally take a deeper breath into your lungs and exhale it. It's a great release. Earlier we spoke of release. Breath work is a great release right in that moment for any tension or stress. So I just love it because it's just such a quick tool to get you back to a balanced place. Again, going back to the nervous system, right? The breath brings the nervous system back to neutral, back to balance, and then we feel better. Our mind is more clear. And now we can actually tackle the task at hand because we're not stressed out that our kid did this and now this person's calling and now, uh, you know, um, the person from the auto shop just called you and now you're just like, you like literally have those moments. And I actually encourage you whenever you feel like screaming, like freaking scream, right? I mean, maybe not while you're at your, job or desk or, obviously pick a place, right, to let it go. But what I'm saying is that, um, do you know how sometimes when you're really stressed, your our body just automatically goes, you know, or we just take like this big sigh? That is our body regulating itself. And so I encourage you to like take that big dramatic sigh. Like in my yoga class, sometimes I often cue 3 deep cleansing breaths. Sometimes I'll cue it and have them make it really dramatic. So it could look like this. And if you all want to take these 3 breaths with me, why don't we do that? Yeah? All right. So all we're going to do is take 3 deep clearing breaths. We're going to inhale through the nose and then we're going to exhale very dramatically. And you're just going to, this is your opportunity to just let go. All right. All right. 3 times. Ready? Big breath in through your nose. Fill all the way up to the top of your breath. And exhale with the big dramatic sigh. Let your shoulders drop. Belly relax. Take another big breath in. And exhale dramatically. Hmm, that feels good, right? Let's take that third breath. Make this the most dramatic breath you've taken yet. Big breath in through your nose. Opportunity to let something go. Traumatic sigh. Whew.
Oh my God, so good. Like my shoulders come up and then everything, and I'm like so dramatic, right? So like the drama has to be really draming for me to exhale big. I love that. I love that. So we're over on Instagram too, Vanessa. So we got some comments over here.
Love
Um,
it.
they said that's real talk, so they're loving what you're saying. Thank you. Next level, Misha is saying it has to feel safe to birth, and if it doesn't, it won't allow you to birth on your own. Misha, I
Ooh.
am a happened to me, girl, happened to me.
Me too.
I have claustrophobia. Ooh, next level Mia. And she said, I need to learn the breath work inside the machine. She can't scream inside the MRI machine. She said, so
Right.
she needs to learn the breath work. So I know that was just as good for her as it was for us. Thank you, ladies. And next level Mia said, I love that too. Yes, this is so good, Vanessa. This is so, so good. So, okay, we're learning the breath work. We're stressed, right? We're at our ultimate, like, woo, this is crazy. I'm stressed. And then we breathe. How often do you recommend going back to the breath work? Right? How often do you recommend just getting back in touch and releasing? Is it only when you're up here? Or can you do it when you're I just want to just breathe. Like I just want to cuz
Mhm.
sometimes I have a hard time. I'm going to be real with you. Like I have a hard time. I only like to breathe through my nose. Breathing in and out of my mouth makes me feel like I struggle with it. I don't know what it is. I feel like it went through my nose. I'm like, oh, I can finally breathe. Like, girl, your mouth open, you can breathe too. Like, don't make no sense. But anyway, how often do you recommend it? Because I find sometimes breath work when I wake up and I'm having a hard time sleeping helps. So how often do you recommend getting back to your breath work, getting back to just taking those 3 intentional breaths?
Love it. As much as you need. As much as you need. And here's the thing, to notice if you are in a state of anxiousness and flightiness, and then coming back to the breath. So if you're way up here, so this is how I like to describe it, right? If your energy is way up here, meaning like I just said, all up in your head, all anxious, all flighty, and all like like a wacky person, just crazy. Well, maybe that's not the best phrase either, but just not yourself, just very disconnected. So a great way to well, one, you notice that you're way up here. That's one thing, right? You got to notice and then you breathe. So when you're way up here, what you want to do is you want to inhale a steady, just normal inhale through the nose. And then you'd want to extend your exhale longer than your inhale. That is going to bring your energy from way up here back down to neutral. So you want to focus on the extension of the exhalation, right? Extending that breath out. Now, if you're feeling, like you said, Coach Jackie, like, well, what if I'm feeling fine? What if I'm like feeling pretty grounded and pretty like, neutral? Well, if you notice that you're feeling a little lacking of energy, maybe a little lethargic, maybe a little like you're not motivated to do much, then you want to upregulate your energy. So you would want to change your breath technique. You would want to take bigger inhalations and bigger inhalations and faster exhalations. So that's going to pump you up. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's different breath techniques for different things. But the thing I want you to know, and this is simple, is if you're feeling anxious and in your head, extend your exhale longer than your inhale. And if you're feeling way down here, heavy and lethargic and unmotivated, then you want to up-regulate your nervous system. You want to focus on a big inhale and then maybe just a short exhale, something like that. So that's going to pump up your energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's not the right one. I meant to do that one. Yes, I do. I love the fact that you just broke it down like that. I love the fact that, there's different ways of breathing depending on the goal you're trying to achieve. And, really, I think so many of us don't realize there's different ways to breathe, right? We're just, or I mean, especially in an anxious moment,
Mhm.
sometimes you just need to stop and take those breaths. So when I'm feeling really anxious, I know a long exhale, it really relieves a lot of the anxiety. And I'm like, okay, okay, okay. Like even that double breath when you finally released it all, like, oh, it's done. Like it all
Yes.
comes. And I love that. So when it comes to business owners, is there anything that you could recommend that they do every morning to kind of get them going? Whether it be certain yoga poses or whether it be certain, types of breathing. Is there anything you recommend to us business owners to be like, all right, start your day like this? Because again, we don't want to wait till we're like falling apart to finally breathe, right?
Yes. I actually, okay, so the one that's coming to me actually involves the movement. Can I show you? It is called, okay, so I'm going to stand up. I'm going to push my camera further away so you can see me standing. It is a breath technique called breath of joy. This breath will not only make you feel joyful, like literally, but it will also warm up your body. So good. So good. So, okay, I'm going to,
And I'm loving that chair, by the way. First, when I saw you sitting in it, I'm like,
thank
is
you.
she in her own little like cubicle? I like love the chair.
Yes, I love this chair. This is my open bird cage because I'm a free bird now. I am a free woman now. I wasn't always free in my own body, right? Okay, so breath of joy almost looks as if you're orchestrating an orchestra or conducting an orchestra. It's 3 inhalations. And it's with hand movements. So it's okay. So again, 3 inhalations. Arms go up center, and then with the second inhalation, they go out to the side. And then with the third inhalation, they come up again. And when you get ready to exhale, you go, ha, you bend your knees and you go, ha. So I'm going to show you a profile. Yep, exactly. So I'm going to show you this. All right. I'm going to show you the side view. So we're going to go bend your knees, stick out your tongue, and just really. And so doing that over and over again is going to warm up your legs, your arms, and release that breath. Okay. So if you are watching and you have the space and you want to just do 3 rounds of this with me, I encourage you to join me. Want to do it, Coach Jack? Let's do it, girl. Yes. Yes. I love you. I just love you. You are the best. All right. Come to a standing position, everyone. Ready? Let's go. Yep. Come back up. And then come back up right away. Good. And then just come to a standing position and right? Doesn't that feel good? So you can do this up to 10 times. Like, I am not kidding you. If you do this for a straight minute, you will be sweating and you'll feel so good. You'll be like laughing at yourself.
Yes. Well, first of all, somebody did laugh at us. Well, laugh at me, I'm sure. But my girl Kia says, I'm always in fight and flight mode. Breathing sometimes takes a while to calm me down. Is there another method to help when you are in full panic mode? Good
Ooh,
question.
yes. I love that question. Sometimes it can be slow, it can be a bit difficult to slow down the breath if you're feeling very in that state of a lot of high anxiety. So I'm actually going to give you something different than breath work. I am going to show you this technique that it uses the hand. So when we are in a state of panic, we've got to come back to our body. We got to come back to our center. So come back into like our physical being. So sometimes it can help to use the hands are great because we've got so many meridians, so many energy lines in our hands as well as nerves. And so whenever you're feeling in that state of extreme panic, one of the things you can do is go to your fingers and use your thumb as the base. And then you're going to take your pinky and you're going to say, actually, start with your pointer finger. I'm sorry. So you're going to tap your pointer finger to your thumb and you're going to say, I. And then the second finger, am. And third finger, safe, now. Then with your pinky, I am safe now. I am safe now. You can do this with both hands. I am safe now. I am safe now. I am safe now. This is great because you're touching, you're focusing on touch. You're saying those words, I am safe now. And that's a great one. And you can do that as many times as you need to. The other one, that's a quick one, is bring your attention to your feet. Try and remember to be aware of your feet. Now, I know when you're in a state of panic, right? It can be, I assume, difficult to have that moment of self-awareness. But now that you know, you know. And that's the thing is once we know, we know. Now that you know, you might catch yourself in that state of panic and actually have the wherewithal to say, you know what? My feet. I just need to feel my feet. And then feel what they feel like touching the floor. Wiggle your toes. Feel the earth under you, you know? And then the more that these situations happen, now you've got little tools that you can use to help you pivot out of them faster.
So good, Vanessa. I'm over here like, feel my feet. And then the first thing I think about was my pinky toe. Do I feel it? You know, like
Exactly. Yes. That's how present I want you to be. Like, can I feel my pinky toe,
Can I
my
feel my
second
pinky
toe, my third?
toe?
Yeah, like literally.
I love
Yes.
that. And Kia said, love this because my feet get numb. That's a good point.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is good.
Yes.
That is good.
Hmm.
We have a lot of comments over here on Instagram. Oh, Schneidine. Hey girl, hey, Schneidine is here. Next level Mia says makes so much sense. Schneidine said, yes, you need to breathe. It helps with anxiety. Yes. Misha said, right, share is giving. Misha said, I love that movement. The baby enjoyed it too. Her baby is so cute. So the baby was moving with us, Vanessa.
Oh.
Divine Light said, so good. This has been so
Oh.
phenomenal. Okay. Oh, they
I just
told me
love
to
it.
put ice in my hands also. Oh.
Ice. Yes. Cold. Cold is a great way to calm the nervous system. That's why
Oh.
cold therapy is so amazing. Ice, yes. It's for that same reason. You
Yeah.
feel the cold. It brings you back to feeling and sensation. It drops you
Oh.
out of the future thinking and the panic and
Right.
drops you into the body, into this moment of right now.
That's craziness because I used to get really itchy. And I come to find
Yeah.
out the itchiness that I had was anxiety. I didn't know that. My therapist ended up letting me know the
Wow.
fact that I get real, because it's not that my skin's real soft. If you ever touch me, which Vanessa, we're gonna get to hold each other at the Wealth and Wellness Conference. But
I
whenever
can't
you
wait.
touch me, you notice I'm real soft. It ain't that my skin is dry. I'm soft. I'm soft like a baby's booty. Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
soft. And so the thing about it is, it's not that I'm itchy because my skin is rough. I'm itchy because I'm having anxiety running through my veins. And it's an internal itch. I can't even ever like when I'm scratching it, it doesn't ever go away.
Right.
But the one thing that calms me down, and I noticed this when I was, because I've had this since I was a little girl. I didn't know it was anxiety, but ice. I used to put ice on my legs because I would get so itchy. I would put ice on my legs, and that was the only thing that would make me stop itching. So that's wild that
Wow.
you said that. Like, I never even knew it. So, oh, Kia, I hope this helped you, girl. I hope this helped you. And Kia, real quick, also, um, yes, it's on the screen. Yay. Kia, real quick. Also, I have a Facebook group. I would love for you to join. We meditate every morning, we journal, and we do affirmations. It has changed my world when it comes to my anxiety and always feeling like I'm in panic mode. So I would love to bring you over
Mhm.
there as well. Because Kia and I, our babies grew up together. Our sons grew up together. So
Um,
that's my ace boom coom. She's one of my business besties. I love to talk to her business, all sorts of stuff. So Kia is your SD bestie. That's Kia. She's your SD bestie, babe. Okay. Yo, everything. Kia's done facials. I've gotten my lashes done by Kia. Kia is the bomb. So just putting that out there.
Aw, love that.
Anyway, Vanessa, I have to tell you, this has been life changing for me. And I know everybody else that's participating feels the same. Um, so I just want to say this, y'all. If y'all want to see Vanessa in person, I ain't playing with y'all. Y'all heard me yesterday. We had Alexis yesterday. She was fire. If you missed it, go catch the replay. Today was bomb. I mean, the people that have showed up today, I hope you walked away blessed, because I know I am, but it's only getting better from here. Y'all want to see Vanessa in person? We have the Wealth and Wellness Conference, baby. Okay. This is just the extravaganza. Okay. This is just the
Yes.
intro into, hey, we doing this. But the conference is going to be the bomb. Nothing you've ever experienced in your life. You want to be able to wrap your arms around Vanessa and say, hey, girl, hey, that will be the place to do it at. Okay. And like I told y'all, this conference is going to be November 8th, 9th, and 10th. That is Veterans Day weekend. You got Monday off. Okay. So come party with your girls. Come get some self love info. Okay. And let's take your business to another level. You don't have to just be in survival mode. You are allowed to thrive. Okay. You're allowed to thrive. And we're here to help
Yes.
you do just that. So the Wealth and Wellness Conference is going to be amazing. Vanessa is one of the keynote speakers. She is going to be speaking as well as on a panel. Come ask your questions live. Come get the info live from your girl, okay? And this week only this week. Y'all don't play with me, okay? I don't play these games. I'm letting you know. This week only, okay? These tickets are on sale this week only. They are $333 while we're doing this extravaganza. After the extravaganza is over, that price is no more. Okay. $333 for the general admission. There is VIP. Y'all ain't gonna want to miss the VIP. There's a networking event for the VIP only. There is a pajama jam for the VIP only. You're not gonna want to miss it. And VIP, I feed you breakfast, lunch, and dinner because I love you and I don't want you to be hungry. So real talk. So at the end of the day, this is what we are doing. We are doing the Wealth and Wellness Conference, November 8th, 9th, and 10th. Come meet Vanessa in person. Come do some breath work with her.
Yes.
She is beyond amazing. And this is more than what I was anticipating today, y'all. Okay. The simple I am safe now, that alone is gonna change my life. And I hope it does for you too. And the ice, like just everything. You ain't got no reason to be anxious no more. Because we got Vanessa. Okay. We got So join us
Yes.
in the conference. I would love to see you all there. Matter of fact, I promised myself, look, y'all, I'm so silly. I promised myself I was gonna start posting the link. It's so funny because my girl Alexis yesterday, y'all know Alexis is the boundaries. Oh, Alexis was so amazing, but she's hilarious because she was asking me for the website yesterday and she said, Jackie, quit trying to make it perfect. Now, y'all know perfectionism is wild. And when it runs rampant, it makes you feel like you just can't do nothing. So I'm no longer trying to make it perfect. I was yesterday, though. But go ahead, take a peek, get these tickets. The conference is going to be the bomb. We want to see you there. We want to touch you. We want to feel you. We want to know that we want you to know that we're here for you. Okay, let me. Yeah, no, I meant to do this. This is just live stuff. There we go. So it's at thepursuittohappy.com/conference-tickets. Conference tickets. Get your tickets. The 333 tickets are on sale now. The VIP is also on sale right now. The VIP is $777. And again, when I say VIP, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you get a pajama jam, you get a networking event. Like, there's so many things. And the swag bags that are coming with this stuff, done, son. So anywho, I love y'all, okay? And even if you can't make it to the conference, let's say you have a business and you want to support, there is an in-kind sponsorship. You can put whatever you got going on in your business in our swag bags so our people can enjoy, right? Yo stuff. And then tell our their people about yo stuff, okay? But there's all sorts of sponsorships. Sponsor a ticket, help a friend, pay for a friend, get a ticket for a friend. But we got y'all. We want you to come. And it's in San Francisco, if I didn't say that. I keep forgetting things, Vanessa. That's why I keep hearing me yell out stuff. Oh, yeah. And then this. It's in San Francisco. So maybe you've never been to the city. Maybe you want to come to the city and kick it with your girls. This is the perfect time to do it. Oh, can you clarify her IG, please, Miss Jackie? Yes. Vanessa, what's your Instagram? Can you tell the people?
It's Ness Jasper. And that is NESSJASPER_yogi. Ness Jasper Yogi.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, and then I will put this back up on the screen again because that was there, but I'm gonna show it again. Here it is. It's at Ness Jasper _yogi. Okay. So this is here. Follow our girl Vanessa. It will be a blessing unto you. Oh, how funny. Mia's so funny. Okay. Misha's like, I love Misha. All my people that are in my Facebook group, they're like, oh, you need to come over to the Facebook group. It'll take you to the next level. It really will. But Mia is in the building. Oh, my girl Nicole's here. Good morning, Nicole. Come kick it with me. Yes, Mia is in the city. If you want to meet my girl Mia, she is in the city. But I love it. I love it. And I love it. So y'all, that is it for today. We will be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow is National Self-Care Day. It's National Self-Care Day tomorrow. Tomorrow, Vanessa, Zizi's coming to talk tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
So yes. So our Zizi is the like, when y'all meet her tomorrow, I'll explain. I'll explain to y'all tomorrow why Zizi means so much to me. She is life. Why she means so much to me and Vanessa. She is life. Zizi really, she started the whole self-care movement in a heavy way on Clubhouse, and we have been following her ever since. Like just little puppy dogs just behind Zizi, like whatever she's doing, we want to go. And so I told the ladies, we're gonna start a self-care conference. We have to do it. I need to touch you guys. I want to hug you. And then I just wanted the conversation to keep going, where we are continuing to talk about self-care, but also in an in-person basis. Because we are in Clubhouse every Wednesday. We'll be there tomorrow. So if you guys are on Clubhouse, join us tomorrow. But it will be after this. So I will be telling you all after we finish this, I'm like, come over, join us on Clubhouse. Like I will be dragging you over with us. But it is phenomenal. This has been phenomenal, Vanessa. This is more than I ever anticipated and expected. I love you with all my heart. And I'm so grateful that you came. And I'm so grateful for your yes. All right.
Thank you so much, Coach Jackie. It was my honor to be here and such a pleasure to be here with your all of the women that joined the conversation. I'm so happy that you did. I can't wait to connect with you.
Yes.
I can't wait to see you at the conference.
Yes. Both. And make sure you connect with Vanessa because, again, she's phenomenal. Make sure you sign up for the conference because, again, that conference, you guys are only getting a snippet this week, right? And if you love what you've seen in the last 2 days, this conference is going to blow your wig off your head. Okay. You're going to be like, where'd my hair go? I think it's over there somewhere. Right. And so come join us. Because you're only going to get 5 ladies here. The actual conference has, I think, close to 15 women that will be speaking. So this is only a third of what you're going to get to experience. So I love y'all for real. I will see you back here again tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are going to be going live with ZZ Williams on Self-Care Day, and she's going to be talking all things delegation. So this ain't something you're going to want to miss. All right. I love y'all.